The Babylonians came to raid Daniel's town, city, whatever, and they captured some people. After they destroyed everything, they captured some people as slaves and took them back to Babylon. Out of those people they captured as slaves, some of them were selected to like be developed and trained in the Babylonian system or whatever, so they could become, important people and move the kingdom forward. The king ordered that they give all of them the king's meats and wine. So that was like their own S-class food at that time, I suppose. But Daniel and several of his friends rejected the offer. They told the man in charge of the food that instead they should give them vegetables and water. And the man was very scared that if the king found out he was giving them vegetables and water and they were not looking as vibrant as the other guys, the king is going to kill them. But Daniel assured him not to worry, so the guy gave them vegetables and water. Then after a certain period of time, when it was time to assess them, they found out that Daniel and his friends that ate the vegetables and water were 10 times better than the other guys that ate the king's meat and wine. I'm not going to go into the full story. If you don't know this story, like it's kind of a shame, but go and read your Bible, the story is there. The point I'm trying to bring out from this story is the 10 times better. Why were they 10 times better? They were 10 times better because one, obviously God was with them, and two, they did things differently. They didn't do what everybody else was doing. Everybody else was eating the king's meat. Everybody else was drinking the wine and all those things. Instead, they chose a different route. They did the complete opposite. Instead, they ate vegetables and water. If you want to be 10 times better than everybody else, you cannot do what everybody else is doing. You literally have to look at what everybody is doing and almost do the complete opposite. Of course, in a good and sensible way, not just doing the complete opposite for whatever. And many of the great people we won't look up to today, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and whatever. If you look at how their success started in the beginning, they looked at what everybody else was doing and almost did the complete opposite. I think at the time Tesla started, people were like, who is going to drive an electric car? Why would they make electric cars? Even though everybody else was making normal gasoline cars, Elon Musk still went ahead and made electric cars. And look at where he is today. He's the richest man in the world, and Tesla is probably the biggest electric car company in the world as of today. And same thing with Jeff Bezos. When he started Amazon, everybody was like, the internet is not even really a thing, or like why we want to buy something online when you can just go and buy something in real life. But look at where he is today now. Buying things online now is very normal. If you want to be 10 times better, you have to literally do the opposite of what everybody is doing. You can't do the same thing everybody else is doing and expect to get a different result. And doing the opposite might not necessarily mean, having something very, very opposite, like eating the king's meat and vegetables. Doing the opposite might also be something like work ethic. If you want to start a business or in your job place or in your class or whatever, if everybody is working, let's say 40 hours a week, if you literally work 80 hours a week or 60 or 70 hours a week, you're going to, of course, obviously be 10 times better than these people because you're almost doing the opposite of what they are doing. While they are working averagely or lazily, you are putting in 10 times effort, so you're going to end up 10 times better than them. If you do what everybody else is doing, you're going to just end up just like everybody else. But by the way, being an average guy is not bad. I don't know why in modern days people look down on average, but I don't want to be average. Even though being average is not really bad, I don't want to be average. I want to be exceptional. I want to be 10 times better. And if you want to be 10 times better, you can't do what the average person is doing. You have to literally do the opposites or 10 times more than what the average person is doing in order to become 10 times better. And I'm just an average guy. I'm not that special. I'm not like 10 times better than everybody. I'm just average, but I'm trying my best to start to look towards those heights. And I think this is a mindset all of us we should start keeping in mind.